Yes, that would be great. And then I'm going to give this to you because you're my other person. All right, whenever you guys are ready. All good? All right, welcome inside the Media Center here at the Meijer LPGA Classic for Simply Give. For anyone on the Zoom call, please just let me know in the chat function if you'd like to call on Brooke Henderson here. We'll make sure you're unmuted and can ask away. But I will just start us off with Brooke. Welcome back to Grand Rapids. I know this place holds a lot of key memories in your heart, but what's it like to be back?
Yeah, I'm super excited to be back here at the Meijer. You know, being two-time past champion is really cool. I feel like I've always had great vibes around this golf course. You know, lots of great memories and lots of birdies to look back on, which is always a great feeling. And now I have lots of family and close friends in the area as well, which makes it really fun. And the fans are always amazing here, and having those extra personal connections in the crowd makes it even more exciting. And, you know, for Simply Give, it's always very meaningful for all of us LPGA Tour players to play in events where they give so much back to the community and you feel like you're making a difference. So that's always a big thing for me, too, here at this event. It's definitely one of my favorite stops on tour.
You come off of defending your title from 2022 at the ShopRite LPGA Classic. What do you take away from last week as we head into this week at Meijer?
I feel like I'm really close. I haven't really seen the results that I would like to be seeing yet, but I feel like my game's in a really good spot, and it's really close to being back to where I want it to be, and to seeing those top results. So just trying to stay patient, stick to the process a little bit, and then it helps coming to great venues like this, and then next week where I'm also a past champion too at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. So lots to look forward to and lots to get the game ready for.
All right.
Uh, Brooke, Austin Chastain, Greenville Daily News. Welcome back to Grand Rapids. Happy to have you here. I was curious, kind of, what's been going on in the world of Brooke Henderson in the last couple of weeks, or I guess in the last year since we saw you last. But obviously your golf game, and then all kinds of. I don't know what's been going on with you in the last year.
Yeah, I guess since I left here last, I won another major, which was pretty cool last summer in France, and then winning the season opener this year down in Orlando. That was very cool to win the Tournament of Champions. And a great way to start the season. It's been a little bit up and down since then, but I feel like I'm on the up, and I feel like I'm trending in the right direction, which is always a really good thing. And I was able to go home and spend a lot of time in Canada this spring and a little bit in the winter too. So that always feels really nice to connect with family and friends, and just the roots where I'm from.
And sorry, I had the question in my head. In coming back here, does it kind of build confidence knowing that you've already won here twice, and that can kind of jumpstart your season if you can get another one here today or here this week? Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. It is really nice coming back to places where you have felt very confident and you've found success. So that's always a great feeling. They have changed the golf course since I've won both. So it's been a little bit tricky, the last couple of years trying to figure it out. They made some big changes, especially off the tee. So just trying to pay attention to those and get a strategy that works again. But I think one really cool thing about this place is, every year they're making improvements and continue to get better. This year, the clubhouse is absolutely beautiful, very grand, and it makes it just another exciting thing about this event.
Last one for me. How is the golf course? I mean, I'm sure you've heard it from people around here that we haven't had rain in about a month. This is a Sunday and today are about the first substantial rain that we've had in the last 4 or 5 weeks. So how's the course playing? How does it feel? How does it look? Just overall.
The course is in great condition, especially not having the amount of rain that they should have in the springtime and this time of year. So, but no, the course is in great shape, and I think it'll be a great test of golf over the next 4 days. And I'm looking forward to getting out there.
All right, I'll open it up to the Zoom. Miles, if you could unmute yourself, please.
Hey, Brooke, Miles Dicker with CBC Sports in Toronto. Wondering if you watched Nick Taylor's win on Sunday, where you were, who you were with, and what your reaction was.
Yeah, we were traveling actually, so I had it like up on my phone trying to refresh it all the time, and I was watching a couple of videos of his clutch putt on 18. To, at that time, I guess take the lead in the clubhouse, and then I was texting a bunch of people, trying to stay updated, and it was amazing round of golf. And then obviously since then I've seen the putt he made in the playoff, which was absolutely incredible, and I'm just so happy for him and all of Canada, because I think having a Canadian win the Canadian Open is just such a huge deal for the entire country. So it was very exciting, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah, of course, you won at home 5 years ago in Regina. How much did that win sort of raise your profile, and what effects have you seen sort of in the 5 years since on how that maybe might have trickled down to younger Canadian golfers?
Yeah, that is one of the highlights of my career. Being able to hoist the trophy at home on home soil in front of the hometown crowds was absolutely amazing. Since I was a young girl, that trophy has always meant a lot to me, and it was the one I wanted most out here on the LPGA Tour. So to get that victory back in 2018 was really life-changing. And hopefully I'll have another opportunity to lift it again here in the future. But just that walk up 18 on the 72nd hole, when I had a 3-shot victory and just a short putt, and the crowd was singing "Oh Canada," and my friends and family rushed out on the green, spraying with champagne, and being able to wrap the Canadian flag around me. Just all those great moments will stick with me forever, and it was, like I said, really life-changing, and so I'm happy that Nick had the opportunity to do the same.
Yeah, your win was a little less stressful than his. Just last thing, you've obviously set the standard for individual excellence among Canadian golf, but what's next for the sport in this country? What's sort of the next frontier?
Well, I think all the little girls and boys that watched over the weekend and saw Nick do his thing, and all the other Canadians too. It was a great showing last week at the RBC Canadian Open, and I think out here on the women's tour too, we're getting stronger all the time, and there's more of us out here competing. And I think that's just great for the next generations, to show them not only in Canada but all over the world, which I think is great. But specifically in Canada, I feel like golf's just continuing to grow and evolve, and it's just going to keep getting better.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right. We'll wrap it just with 2 more for me. I have to ask, because we're talking about Nick's win. Did you happen to see the video of Adam Hadwin?
Yeah, I'm so grateful that he's okay. But it is very funny now that he is all right. Yeah, I've been chuckling about it the last few days for sure.
And kind of going back here to that was just curiosity killed the cat for me. I wanted to know your reaction to that one. But just coming back here to Meijer, I mean, obviously this is a course you've talked about that you do have good memories on, but since the changes, trying to figure it out, what do you focus on in your game for this week? And do you focus on anything maybe differently, knowing that, you've had the success here, but also knowing that this course has undergone the changes it has?
Yeah, so we have the strategy that we had when I first came here a long time ago, and that I used for the 2 victories. But with the course changes and the different conditions, you have to evolve and change and grow and change strategy a little bit. So I'm fortunate that my dad, my coach, is here this week, and of course my sister, who's my caddy, is here too. So just working together to try to get a solid game plan, and hopefully I can go out and execute it the best I can. But I feel like this golf course, it challenges all parts of your game. You have to hit it really well off the tee, especially with the addition of some new bunkers, and they cut some trees too, so that changes things a little bit. But it's important to get off the tee, and then the greens are pretty big generally, so just hitting it to the right spots to give yourself good birdie looks.
All right. I think that will do it for us here. Thank you, Brooke, for coming in.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey, Brooke, who do you got tonight? Panthers or